Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
So he was like, no, because I was like, no, I was telling him I was just taking a nap because I was getting ready to go to school. And then he said, school? He said, boy, what you mean school? He said, do you know your ass been asleep on that couch for 24 hours? You've been asleep on that couch since yesterday. He said, I had to come in there and shake your ass up and wake you up because I thought your ass was dead. The first time I had sex and I lost my virginity, I was 17 years old. It was summer of 1988. There was an older female that was up in the hood. I ain't gonna say her name, it's no need to say her name. But she was 26 years old at the time. And every time this older woman, she would always hit on me. She would always tell me how much she liked me, and she would always tell me how much she wanted to braid my hair. And she was like, I can't wait till you turn 18. I'm gonna make you all mine. And she used to tell me all kind of stuff, but I ain't never paid her no attention. I ain't never really, you know what I'm saying, take her serious. I didn't take her serious at all, to be honest. I thought she was just, you know what I'm saying, messing with me and BSing around. So she would try to hit on me and get after me, you know, time after time after time, and I just keep shutting her down. So one particular day, I was on my way home. It was probably like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock at night because the sun was going down. And I see her, she's standing in front of her house, and she's standing in front of the gate. So I'm walking down the street on the sidewalk, and she was like, where you going? I was like, I'm finna go home because I gotta go to summer school in the morning. She like, you got some weed? I was like, nah, I ain't got no weed, but I'll probably get some tomorrow though. So then she was like, I got some weed. And I was like, oh, you got some weed? All right, what's up? So she was like, come on, come to the back house with me and we can roll something up. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go to the back house and, you know what I'm saying, she rolled up the weed. So we get to smoking, and you know what I'm saying, by that time we was high. We were smoking some chocolate Thai. So after that, she started like kissing on me and rubbing on me. So I'm like, nah, move, you know what I'm saying, you tripping. So then she was like, well, let me braid your hair. So I'm like, all right, cool, go ahead, you can braid my hair. So she go in the front house. She come back with you know, combs and grease and all this other stuff. So she's sitting on the couch in the back house, so I sit on the floor. So she started braiding my hair. So, you know, when somebody braiding your hair, it feels good. So you close your eyes and you tend to fall asleep. So that's what I did. I low-key nodded out. So the next thing you know, she started kissing on me and rubbing up on me again. By this time, my woody got hard. So then one thing just led to another. And then the next thing you know, she started taking off my clothes and undressing me, and I started undressing her. And then we got right there on the couch and we got it in. So like the first time I did it, it was just like, I don't know, it was like a good feeling. It felt real good. It was like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it was a good feeling. So that good feeling probably lasts me maybe 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 at the most. And then boom, I pull out and I'm shooting all over the place. I'm shooting bullets all over the place. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, she get a towel, she clean up, you know what I'm saying? She wipe me down and all of that. So we cool, so we chilling. So by that time, man, I'm like, we roll up some more weed. So we get to smoking and we get to talking, and I kind of get to know who she is, and she kind of get to know who I am. And then, you know what I'm saying, round two, we get it in again. You know what I'm saying? Same scenario. After that, you know what I'm saying, we get some water. She roll up some more, we smoke again, we get it in for the third time. By this time, it's almost, the crack of dawn. So that means I really got to go to the house because I got to get ready for school in the morning because I have to go to summer school. So I leave from her spot, then I go down to the house and I open the door and I just crash out on the couch. Boom, I'm done. I'm asleep. I'm knocked out. I'm sleep, beyond sleep. So then the next thing you know, I start getting like this real violent shake. Boom, boom, boom. Get up, boy. Get your ass up, boy. Get your ass up. It was my pops. He was waking me up. So I'm like, damn, Pops, what's wrong? He was like, boy, wake up. So I get up. So then I'm like, Pops, what's up? I was just taking a nap because I was getting ready to go to school. And then he said, school? He said, boy, what you mean school? He said, you know, your ass been asleep on that couch for 24 hours. You've been asleep on that couch since yesterday. He said, I had to come in there and shake your ass up and wake you up because I thought your ass was dead. But I didn't tell my pops I had sex for the first time or nothing like that. I don't know. I just didn't share that with my dad. Maybe that was a moment that I should have shared that with him, but I didn't share that moment with him. So, by that time, I missed yesterday and I missed today, the next day, and I ended up getting kicked out of summer school anyway, so that didn't do no good justice for me. Plus, I didn't want to go to school anyway. I didn't even like school. I hated school. Only reason why I went to school is because my mama wanted me to go to school, and she wanted me to get an education, and she wanted me to be good, and she wanted me to make something of myself. But I didn't want to be that person, man. I wanted to be a street nigga. I wanted to gang bang. I wanted to sell dope. I wanted to be out there in them streets, running them streets, doing whatever, God knows what. That's where my head was at that time. So fast forward, I go back to the hood like maybe another day later, and she walking around the hood looking for me, asking the homies how they seen me. And I'm telling the homies, man, if so-and-so asks for me, tell her, nah, you ain't see me, you don't know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm hiding from her because I'm thinking to myself, man, if we get into that same position again to where me and her have sex, I don't want to be in that predicament where I'm going to sleep 24 hours. I ain't know nothing about sex then like I know now, but I'm thinking back then in my mind, I'm thinking, nah, she ain't finna put me in another 24-hour coma, you feel me? So I'm hiding from her. You know what I'm saying? I would hide on the homie's grandma porch. I would hide on Mrs. Fletcher's porch, Wilow's grandma, and I would hide on her porch because she had bamboos on her patio, so you couldn't really see through. You can see out, but nobody can see in, which was cool. So maybe like a week later, she finally ended up catching up with me, and we ended up chopping it up and talking, and then, you know what I'm saying, we ended up doing it again, of course, but this time, you know what I'm saying, I didn't sleep 24 hours. So, you know what I'm saying, we hit it a few times. So after we hooked up a few more times, after that, the summertime was over with. So it was time for me to move from my pop's house to my mom's house, because even though I was in summer school, going to summer school out in Pasadena, I was just going to summer school for the credits. But in reality, since I got kicked out of Pasadena High School and I got kicked out of Foothill Continuation School, and I didn't want to go to Blair High School, and I didn't want to go to John Muir High School in Pasadena, I ended up moving in with my mom, and then that's how I ended up going to school in Rialto. So fast forward maybe like 6 or 7 months later, after I'm in school and I get settled out there, but I was still going to the hood every weekend. Wheeler would come pick me up, or the homie Zoe would come pick me up, but I would never see her. So like maybe 6 months later, I ended up running into her, and she, she had a big belly bump on her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, damn, I hope I ain't made no baby with this girl or nothing like that. I was like, man, my mama gonna trip if she find out I got somebody pregnant. But nah. So I politely asked her, I'm like, dang, who you pregnant by? So she was like, I'm pregnant by your homeboy. I said, my homeboy who? So she told me who it was. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And like after all the time, the homie was clowning me for having sex with this older female. And then when I left the hood to go to school in Rialto, he went and low key, he started hooking up with her, and he ended up having like, man, probably like 6 or 7 kids by this broad. You know what I'm saying? But that concludes my story, and that was the first time in my life that I ever had sex, and it was with an older woman that was 9 years older than me. I didn't look at it like she took advantage of me. I didn't look at it like she manipulated me. I didn't look at it like she molested me or she did something wrong to me. It was mutual. You know what I'm saying? At 17 years old, even though I was a kid and I was a minor, I still had the presence and the physicality of a man. So I never looked at it differently, or I never took it a certain type of way to where I felt that I was taken advantage of. It was actually a good experience for me. It taught me a lot. It taught me how to control my ejaculations, and it taught me a host of other things that I learned along the way in that experience. But that was my first time having sex. It wasn't hard, it wasn't difficult, you know what I'm saying, because she already was sexually active. So when I inserted inside of her, it was real easy for her to go in, and then I felt that good feeling of having sexual intercourse with a woman. But that's all I'm gonna say on this story. I hope you like my story, and if you do, you know what I'm saying, just like, comment, and share. And if you want to leave a comment and holler at me, just let me know. I'm out. Peace.
Double down.